It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. For another exciting adventure in Meng Tuesdays. As always, I am one of the hosts, Simon Dave Wheeler. With me, as always, is my faithful co-host, the effervescent madman of Minneapolis, Matt Lind.
Hey.
Uh-oh, yeah, we got reverb again.
We do have the reverb again.
And with us is the third man, one of my oldest friends. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Dave.
Welcome to Tiny Meng Tuesday, my friend.
Thank you.
Oh, did the reverb went away? Right on.
Okay, I'll take it.
No, there it is. Damn it. Well, we're gonna do our best, folks. Pale Aragorn, Mitch Falcon, everybody in the chat, Gail Banning, Mr. Ryan Clark, Dark Knight, Quintillion, what's shaking, folks? Again, sorry. Turns out I don't have a cold. Just having a bad reaction to smoke in the air. So I apologize if I sound like a smoker tonight. I guess I don't know. It can be a little short. Talk right on. That's right. Veebs is over there doing a review. That's my bad. But yes, welcome. So, as I was telling Steve before the show started, we will be chopping shop and talking shop. What's everybody want to talk about tonight?
I mean, already lots going on in the chat.
Yeah, no kidding.
I got some. I'm gonna take the knee brace off this thing for you, and then paint some stuff, maybe. And then I got some Sculpey, and we'll see where I go from there. So.
Noise. Oh, wait.
As we go.
Oh, Mr. Ryan Clark. Okay. I thought you were talking. That's what Veeps was looking at. I'm like, what? How? No, that Channel 6 news set is muy bueno. But yes. But before we get into the rest of this, Steve, tell folks a little bit about yourself. What you dig on? Do you like collecting? What got you into toys? All that fun stuff.
Oh, jeez. Well, I feel like I've just been into toys since toys first came into contact with me. I just loved action figures, and I got into more nerdy things through getting toys of them. Before I saw a single Kevin Smith film, I got the original Jay and Silent Bob figures. So, these guys come with middle fingers and say curse words and have weed. I'm like, that's awesome. I need this. What? There's a movie? Okay. And all kinds of stuff, and then that kind of turned into getting Toy Fair magazine and turned into customizing action figures after I was just cityfying them. And that gentleman right there on your screen, Dave, El Disturbo. Hey guys.
Yeah.
Jesus. I've been talking to Dave about this several times in recent history, but that publication influenced a lot of things in my life, especially the way I talk and my sense of humor.
You don't say.
Yeah. But I was doing a lot of just general Marvel, DC customizing, and then I got into stick fuzz. I don't know if anyone remembers those.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Had way too many of those, and then I went to college, and then I learned how to talk to women and drink beer, and then customizing and action figures in general kind of fell by the wayside. But now that I'm older and I can't. Now that I'm happily booed up with my fiance, and I don't go out drinking as much, and the nostalgia figures have really come full force. Yeah, stick fuzz, then it's just oh my god, G.I. Joe Classified, and Batman figures that look like the ones that I had when I was a kid, and just weird titty anime figures too. Super 7 stuff. Love almost everything Super 7 does. So,
well, you had a little run with
a mix of things that I like.
You had a little run with internet fame though because of your Strong Bad Stick Foot custom, if I remember correctly. You blew up with that one in the early days of social media.
Yeah. That was paintstick.com. They had regular custom challenges and requests and stuff. And I was just looking at the little Stick Fuzz teddy bear, and I was like, what the hell can I do with this? And it just hit me, I was like, oh, and I made this giant obnoxious head, it was mostly plumber's epoxy. I think the same with the gloves. Yeah. Oh, I probably shaved years off my life, just handling plumber's epoxy with my bare hands, but whatever. Like, and painted up. Like, I was way off of whatever like time schedule they gave me, but I eventually posted it, and like people really dug it. So
hell yeah! I was actually trying to see if I could find a picture of it, and alas, there is nothing.
The only thing I know that you can find it on, which isn't helpful here, is there's a YouTube video of my stick fuzz that someone at Paint Stick made. I think you just look up El Disturbo on YouTube.
Case in point of it forming your personality.
Oh, on YouTube?
Well, no, El Disturbo was your screen name for
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the figure Dave was showing earlier. Yeah, it came from Toy Fair magazine and like early online forums that Dave and I were on. We needed an alias. I think my first one was something stupid like Destroyer of Worlds. I was like, yeah, that's lame. That's dumb. And then I thought, El Disturbo, like that's obscure, and I don't see anyone else using it online. And like, I think if you still like Google it, like it's just a bunch of weird stuff in Espanol, and also like my old MySpace page, and then this shit right here.
Here we go.
Stickless customs.
I don't know if the audio will pick up. But...
Yeah, it's just like generic music. So.
Oh yes.
Shell from Portal.
Yeah. Well, and you were one of the few people who did faces.
Like I tried.
I felt like nobody did faces.
I mean, like I was in and out. Like that guy didn't have a face. That was mostly just an armor like paint job thing. But that skull face, those eyes turned out a lot better than I thought they would. Darth Hello Kitty. I gave that to Cheyenne, but then she lost it. Oh well. Yeah.
Well, you did like Captain Smiley too, didn't you?
Yeah, he's coming up here. I possibly don't know. And here's the big evil rockabilly dude before I was a rockabilly dude. There's Captain Smiley. Nice. That's like the 2.0.
Yeah. There we go.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah, it was Homicide. It turned into Homicide. It used to be Paint Stick, or it was like I think like Paint Stick was the Homicide was the forum, and Paint Stick was the image sharing website.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Good times. Well, the funny thing is, so between the three of us, we probably were on every single action figure forum that was around at the birth of forums, because I feel like we talked about everything from the wrestling figs to everything else. Oh man, that reverb is real bad. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this to work.
Yeah, that was really the only one for me. And like I said, after I got done with Stick Fuzz, it was just like most customizing and toys in general. Like, there have been like figures here and there. But like I said, it's only really like picked up again. Probably because there are boxes of toys in a basement in Chicago somewhere, and several in my father's house in Connecticut.
Road trip.
Yeah, dude, it's coming. I'm actually gonna hopefully get a car in the next month or two here, since I'm actually working in Vegas again.
Nice.
And I needed to like get around, and my job is paying me to have one. So I'm like, better than just sharing one with Cheyenne.
Take it and run. Actually, Steve, this is something that I think you should get. I picked up this the other day. Just a pack of 1/12 scale food.
Ooh, where'd you get that?
The Super Action Stuff crew. Quintillion, yes. Matt is straight up just going to town customizing. And he's gone.
Now he's just straight going to town.
Yes. He's literally going to town. He had to go pick up supplies. Steve, can you flip your volume one more time? Let's see if that works. I'm just trying to figure out where the reverb's coming from.
Yeah, let me go down. Let me just find my stupid remote here. There's down a couple bits.
Is that better, guys?
Hey?
Still there. Is it on your end, Matt, by chance? I don't know.
Nope, I don't think so. I'll mute for a second here, though.
Let's try this. Nope. I think it's coming from your speakers. Damn it. Well, let me see. Hold on. I'll try and see if I can get headphones in that. If that'll help.
Yeah, it's probably me.
Let's see. What? Where'd my headphones go?
I do have a headphone jack, so.
I'm just trying to see if I have any. I had my old wee ones. Oh, predictions on the Galactus HasLab figure or accessories we'll get. I think we're gonna get a couple heralds and some rock effects or blast effects, maybe. That's my guess. Hey, Super Spike, how's it going?
I just saw a bunch of people on Instagram posting about that. Is that the same people who made the giant Sentinel?
Yep, HasLab is the Hasbro Kickstarter, essentially, of let's get enough people and then let's make something ridiculous. Like they're making a Black Series Rancor to scale.
Ooh.
When Dave goes live, his voice turns godly. Yes! Oh.
I'm curious what the price is on that Rancor. That'll be interesting.
Dude, I'm guessing it's going to be $375.
Well, I'm not buying.
There you go. There's the link for the Galactus for the folks who didn't know about the ridiculousness that is going into that right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking some heralds. I don't know what else necessarily they would do.
Well, he comes with a. Oh, geez, who's that?
My biz Mike Awesome.
Ah.
I'm digging for a part real quick, so I'm going to mute myself.
Mm-hmm. Is one of the faceplates that this new Galactus comes with like a skeleton face? Is that a reference to Marvel Zombies, or is that just something else?
I don't know if it's Marvel Zombies or if it's there was a series that I didn't read. They did a box based on it for one of the con exclusives years ago now. The Galactus engine. I think it was a Galactus from another universe or something, and they flew around in his head. So I'm not exactly sure if that's what that is, but either way, it's either a zombie Galactus or it's some weird reference to that story. Because that had kind of a skull Galactus face thing going too.
Death and Galactus or something. Okay. See, I was just thinking, like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, zombie Galactus, that'd be fun as hell. But
it could be so cool.
Yeah.
I do got to give
my imagination. If I paid the $100 whatever, then it's going to be zombie Galactus. God damn it!
You get to choose. Yes.
400. Jeez.
It's 3 feet tall. The thing's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I got to give a shout out to Griff Ryder in the chat. Our good friend Tony. He hooked me up with this little customized metalhead.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's good.
And it made me pop. So he's going on the shelf. But I scored that at the swap this weekend.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out here that I'm gonna be buying. What do you mean expensive?
That NECA news team is gonna.
That's what Thursday that goes up.
Yep, that one's gonna hurt. Because you can wait for Target to hopefully possibly never get it, or you can try to get it through the NECA website and possibly never get it.
At least there, I'll know right away. It's worth the try not to have to hunt.
For Super Spike, now batting Mike Piazza. There we go.
I actually lucked the hell out with Target recently. They put a bunch of the G.I. Joe classified Cobra Island figures back.
Yeah.
On the website. And I got the notification. I follow G.I. Joe and Hasbro Plus or Pulse on Instagram, and they just put the link right there. It's like, yo, swipe up if you want to pre-order Baroness again. I'm like, and it's coming next month, and I only had to pay $44 for it, as opposed to $200. I was at my job today with my coworker in town. And he randomly brought up, he's like, yeah, I'm kind of a collector. I collect action figures, these G.I. Joe classified. I'm like, shut up, so do I. And we're talking about it. He talked about how he was willing to shell out $200 for Baroness. Like, dude, you fucked up. You can get it for way less now. He didn't hear nothing of it. He's like, no, man, I got it. It's only going to go up in value. All these action figures, you buy them, and then they just increase in value. All of them. My whole Pops collection too. I'm like,
Nope.
okay.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, man, those Beanie Babies, hot.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like the Pops, it's like 50-50 because like they're all limited runs, so theoretically there is like built-in scarcity.
Yeah,
but there are also like the massively made ones that you find at Target that are like future landfill fodder. So
all those copies of E.T.
yeah. God, the amount of landfills we're gonna fill with Funko Pops in this world, Jesus.
It's okay. It's biodegradable plastic, so we're okay.
Is it?
Are you sure?
No, it's not. No. Those assholes don't care. Let's see.
No.
Oh man, Dave sounds like a god from Star Trek. Thank you.
Did you mention a Leatherhead custom last week, Dave?
Oh yes. Hold on. I gotta finish painting Nash's upper thigh, which sounds filthy, but give me one moment. So I will show these pictures off. It's I will actually be painting this next week, but a good brother from the one of the local turtle, well, not local, but one of the turtle collecting groups has a resin printer, and he helped me print a properly scaled Leatherhead from the 2012 series. So let me get a picture of this chunky boy. So the stock one is on the left. My new big boy is on the right. So it's a big boy.
Chunk.
Oh yes, I'm very excited. It's in the mail. So yeah, this will be probably on the desk next week.
Damn.
But I'm super stoked. I love
Dan Vink or Vince or whatever there.
what?
Let's see here. So for the crowd, yeah, if you've got the way to print, I would definitely go that route. It'll be cheaper. I just bought the whatever the hell Extreme Sets crowd. But let's see if I can do this without it getting all weird.
I believe in you.
I don't know if my cord's that long.
Dude, I saw a badass way to do a crowd where they just bought a whole bunch of fodder figures and spray painted them black.
Ah, my cord's not long enough. Damn it.
Boo. Ooh, this man's horribly efficient setup. Oh, what up, Dork Chop?
Dork Chop?
Well, it's Dork Chop, but I okayed it by him to call him Dork Chop because I always misread it, and I love the term Dork Chop. So.
Yeah, you can't see crap down there. It's a bummer. Anyway, so I'll have to take pictures of that standing. But yeah, there's Extreme Sets crowds. But if you've got the ability to do a good printed photo, that would definitely be the way to go. And yes, the idea you have for the Titantron is dead on because Mattel did the same thing. They've got a SmackDown entrance ramp from several years ago now that actually has a spot to hold like a tablet.
Yeah, which is funny. Like it's just like, all right.
Yeah, I don't have a tablet for it, so I just got a picture frame and trimmed it down to fit in there.
Yeah, it works.
So it's just got a big picture of John Cena in it.
So there's nothing there.
Not that you can see.
We just got demonetized.
So I think I just looked up the pictures of this new Lobo, and is it just me or does it look like complete garbage?
Oh, what?
So like it's a new multiverse. Was it the McFarlane line?
Oh, McFarlane logo.
I don't know. I think it looks okay. I'm not like the multiverse line. I've been very picky on anyway, so I'm not like.
I think it looks all right. Who does it look like? It looks like an actor. In the face.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't place it.
Jack Black.
Holy shit! That might be it. Oh man, who's the person you mentioned, Dave, a few months back that made prototypes for a Billy D. Williams Two-Face? Oh shit, he's on Instagram.
Oh, the
hold
Mattel
on.
one, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, so I guess they're talking about yeah, AJ Styles. That's exactly who this freaking Lobo looks like.
Oh,
Like way too jacked AJ Styles, like as a corpse.
and nice. Damn it.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either. No, God damn it.
No, I've got my what's the freaking company?
Storm.
Box right there. Jeez.
Storm Collectibles.
Storm, yeah. I got my Storm one, and I think it's great. So I'm happy.
That is a nice logo for sure.
Yeah. Like the cigar face one, the cigar smoking face is a little funny because like his chin is like caved in, but you can't really tell like from a distance. Plus the other heads are great. So
Man, I'm trying to find that Instagram account with all those figures because he did like custom figures of everybody
Yeah.
for like Batman. Well, it's not Batman Forever. It was Batman.
He did a bunch of it was fictional sequels. Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't think of the name of the account. It'll pop up eventually.
Yeah,
I forgot about it. Glassman. Maybe that's it. Let's see.
Glassman. I'll tell you it's not Glassman. Let me see if I can find it here.
To the internet.
like he's eating one too many ghost peppers. Yep.
What?
There you go.
Yes.
Oh, and yeah, Glassman does have a Billy D. Williams cast apparently, which is nice.
Huh. Whoa, that's definitely not it. Whoa. Wrong account.
Oh dear.
Hey, do you want to see the one thing I've done recently that I'm actually really proud of?
Hell yeah.
So I got Scarlet from Classifieds. Big shock. But the figure I thought was painted really weird because her torso, like the original middle section, was all blue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not right. So I actually mixed up some paint. It's just acrylics and like a little bit of clear coat on top to match like the yellow and the rest of her outfit. And I think it just makes the figure like a little better. Like I'd preferred if she was like in a more classic outfit with like the full just like blue bodysuit with like the yellow like singlet. But you know, until I get the nerve up to, you know, take it apart more, get another like Marvel Legends base figure or something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. This makes me happy.
Oh, yeah. I didn't paint the yellow on it yet, but I did swap out the head. I swapped it. I think it's Mary Jane if I remember correctly, but I don't know why. I just thought that looked badass.
Oh,
Toyota.
Yeah.
Yes. Quintillion just beat me to it. Yep.
Oh, there we go. Whoop, hold on. Click the link. The Toy Otter. Fantastic customizer, makes a ridiculous amount of cool shit. I just couldn't remember.
Digital customs, but which is cool.
Toy Otter makes all the shit that you were like, oh, what could have been? Like, for instance, Hadley's Hope.
Oh man,
it's so good.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, great stuff.
But yeah, like he does. Jackson. Yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Night Ripper, Architect of Ruin, Ra's al Ghul. But he does like the full package workups too, which is just so damn cool.
Digital sculpts and casts them. Yeah, because that was what Leonard Nimoy as Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
So the figures are actual customs, but then the packaging is just a 3D mock-up.
I think
a little bit of both. He'll do traditionals and then he'll do digitals too.
Yeah, I know he does just all digital customs, but I think for a lot of the Batman ones, he did do actual.
Like this was the proposed Batman Strikes. So Robin Williams is Riddler.
Oh wow.
Bluster Snap Commissioner Gordon. Blast Cape Batman. I don't know. There's just some cool shit. Like this was the Batman Returns collection.
Oh would have been too cool. I mean, I say that like they still do it.
But yeah, he did a phenomenal job on them. I actually have I think it's one of his Bruce Wayne sculpts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got it in a fodder lot. Nicolas Cage as Superman.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
I'd have watched it.
I feel like the leaked picture. Oh yeah, they did look like that. Never mind. Okay.
Such a weird casting, but
No,
I'd have watched it.
Well, yeah, you would have, because it would have been a superhero film in the 90s, and there wasn't anything to choose from.
But yeah, so Toy Otter on Instagram, give him a follow because he fucking rules. Matt, how close are you to starting that Mr. Shiv custom? It's never gonna die, Matt.
I mean, I'm closer than I was.
It's all relative.
Still haven't started it, and no concrete plans to do so, but I'm still technically closer to starting it than I was last week.
That's fair. It's all relative, right? But so Steve is actually one of the reasons why I got into wrestling, like as deep as I did, because I used to watch Shotgun Saturday Night over at his house, and you'd borrow tapes from like a couple different people, and we'd watch like some of the pay-per-views before we started watching pay-per-views at my folks' house.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was like we got into it together. Like it was a collaborative effort because I think we were just hanging out at my mom's house.
Yeah.
And like you were sleeping over or you just over very low.
Uh-oh. Oh no, he froze mid-story.
Boys.
Damn it, it was about to get good. Oh, there we go. You froze going. It was nice.
But no, it was I want to say like I remember the Hardy Boys versus the New Age Outlaws, and it wasn't like a match. It like ended in a DQ, and them just like walking backwards away from each other, and be like, "Oh, I'll get you next time." Like standard attitude fare.
The one that I remember, I remember not sneaking over to your house, but I remember I went over to your house or your mom's house, and like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go sleep over, and we watched St. Valentine's Day Massacre with the Hell in a Cell match. Like it was just like you had borrowed a tape from someone, and I remember watching it down in your basement by like the when the TV was over by the entrance to the garage. Like I don't know why I remember that detail, but
that was the thing.
But I remember watching that and just being like, holy shit! Like this is amazing. And like
you fuzzed out a little bit there. You're talking about the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
I mean just wrestling in general. I mean I just remember watching over at your house because it was St. Valentine's Day Massacre and Shotgun Saturday Night, and then like that turned into what was it, Livewire or something like that, like
for a little bit, yeah,
and then Velocity. There's a reason Stevie Richards was one of my favorite wrestlers, because for a long time that was the wrestling I got to watch.
Yeah. So, like, when did James get into wrestling then?
He didn't get into it until after I was watching it with you, because we would watch it, and then we started I started like sneaking downstairs to watch Raw on USA and like ECW and shit on TNN and all that stuff. And like then he got into it with me, and then like we just started watching it again. And then we started doing the pay-per-views at Royal Rumble 2000 for my birthday, and I think it was 27 months in a row we did a pay-per-view, which is insane because that's over 2 years.
Well, and at those prices.
Yeah. Well, I think we'd get like 12 people in the basement, like just shoved onto every inch of the couches and floor. And everybody chipped in money, and we'd like order a pizza and pay for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was like $5 a person or something. It's super reasonable.
Oh yeah.
What up, Jazzy? Sorry, I am drying Kevin Nash's black tasselies. So
there are two things that stuck out to me about those pay-per-views. Is first of all, I did not realize the internalized misogyny I had, where I did not understand how awful the women's wrestling was back then.
Oh God, yeah.
And like I remember James, like every time a women's match would come on, it's like, oh, time to use the bathroom.
Yep.
Time to go get a soda. And I'm like,
Bathroom break.
come on, they're ladies. Like, this is going to be great. Like, they might show their boobs. And it's like, no, they're not. They're just going to wrestle terribly because they weren't trained to wrestle properly because they were so underutilized.
We were teenagers.
Yeah.
We were teenagers. I remember seeing both Miss Kitty and Mae Young in one night, and that was horrifying. Stan Vince, BBTS does have the extreme sets for the crowds. If that is what you are referring to.
They may, yes. Otherwise, extremesets.com.
True. I know BBTS had a couple of the older ones in stock.
Okay. Yeah, the crowd set. They've done a few versions of it too.
Yeah, the 2.0 is sick and ridiculous.
It's freaking massive, though.
Yeah,
it's huge. Like I got it, and I'm like, I may have bit off more than I can chew with this. The other cool thing coming up, and it won't have a crowd, and it's really more of an indie feel. But because
boss fight,
because we're supporters of that, yes. I can't throw it in the chat, but maybe Dave can.
Just go to bossfightstudios.com or go to, I think it's bossfight.shopify.com. I think. Or is Bossfight Shop? Okay.
Bossfightshop.com, yes.
And it is also available on BBTS and on Extreme Sets. They opened it back up.
Oh, nice.
So I highly recommend highly recommend ordering it directly from Boss Fight because we love us some Boss Fight here.
Yeah, I can't put it in the chat, but I will put it in the private chat. And if Dave wants to do something with it.
Yeah, all right. Boop. Boop.
But the other
show the people the goodness.
Oh yes, oh yes.
We're an indie show, but
Poop. I may have ordered one of these.
I need to.
So whoop, hold up. Share screen. Share screen. Share screen. Oh come on. Open
the pictures are we, unfortunately.
Damn it. Hold on. I gotta pull up the bigger images.
Anyway, cool set. Yeah, it won't eat up as much space as like the extreme the crowd set, because that thing is, I want to say 6 feet wide.
It's real big.
Tall. It's massive.
Each of the 5 highly detailed wall panels stand an impressive 20 inches by 15 inches. So you want cool toy photography shit. Like,
yes, if you've got the room.
Yeah.
The boss fight one might fit on a regular bookshelf. Depends on your bookshelf, I guess. That one is,
if your bookshelf is shorter than 15 inches, then no, it will not fit.
15 inches tall isn't too bad. And then it would be, so depending on how you can set up in multiple arrangements. But like the surrounded one would be 3 panels wide. So,
man, I know I had a higher res
5 feet wide
before, but
so it's still pretty big.
Oh, it's a hoss to say the least. Panther 10, I've been thinking about getting some of those extreme sets for my Storm Collectibles Mortal. Do it. They're fucking sick. I mean, across the board, extreme sets is good shit. I mean, at the end of the day, it's fancy printed cardboard, but
yes,
damn, it's fun.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. What was I gonna say though? Yeah, if you've got the room, or if you're inclined to set stuff up and take stuff down.
Yeah,
which I'm not. Oh yeah, speaking of giant rings, how about that one?
The Mattel, or what is it? Mattel Creations?
Yeah, the Ultimates ring.
Yeah, I will pull up images momentarily. Let me finish up.
I did not want that until I saw the detail, and then I was like, shit.
Steve, it puts the old WWF Jack's Bone Crunchers arena to shame. I'm sad to say.
It sure does.
Oh no, you don't say, Dave.
Pleasantly surprised.
Anything, literally anything. You get improvement on that,
dude. No, it's insane though. like, so I got back into wrestling figures, and I was like, I really want to get that old fucking, Jack's Pacific ring. And I was like, oh, look, Ed, those things can't be going for anything. Dude, one of those with 4 ring posts and the ropes is like $80 now. I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
are you kidding me?
I wanted to get those like Mattel backstage playsets or whatever. Those
Yeah.
things are expensive as hell now.
Oh yes. Oh, what the
And
hell?
so many of them were Kmart exclusive. And Neb, thank you. But it really, I mean, I don't consider it that big a deal other than the fact that I could have used the money, but only because it's been a crazy couple of weeks for money going out. But no, Dave's gonna enjoy that thing. Did you end up opening it up? Not yet.
Tomorrow. Because last week we ended up doing a Hot Toys chat because Robo and Cincy couldn't make it, so I was like, screw it. I'm like, I want to do this with the Grip and Rip crew. So
so tune in tomorrow.
I will
See Dave open that.
I'm
one
very
of
excited.
1,000.
One of 1,000. Which the funny thing was, all of a sudden, like, people started finding it, and I was like, awesome, good. It's actually releasing, and unlike most products that they're like, no, they're out there. It's like, nope, never saw them.
Maybe somebody got them, but yeah. Yeah, I was pleased. It amused me to see on wrestling Twitter, which is, I do at least follow a fair amount of that on the business account. The amount of wrestlers who were very interested and excited by the new Mattel ring.
Right.
Our local Hoobah Eric Cannon tweeted the picture.
It has boards,
and he said, "Yes, all right, all you greenhorns. Now none of you have an excuse. You know how to do it now."
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And Donnie Pepper Cricket, who I think is out of Omaha, wanted to know where all of the rolls of carpet foam were.
Right. But
so you'll need to add those yourself.
Oh man! All right, Neb in the chat asked us all a question. What is the best toy gift you have ever received? That's tricky.
It's been a long while since I've gotten toy gifts that I didn't explicitly like say, give me this thing. Because Danny knows better than to buy me that stuff, and anything like that my parents would get me when they were still buying me presents was like, here's a specific thing that I want. But when I just started collecting G.I. Joes, there was, I can't remember what it was called, but there was like some, unclaimed freight or, secondhand type of deal in St. Cloud. And they had gotten cases of water damaged Battle Corps G.I. Joes. And I just started collecting, so I didn't really have anything. So my parents just went to this, or my mom probably, just went to this place and bought every single G.I. Joe that they had. So the cards were a little, wavy from having been water damaged, but everything was totally fine. So I got like for that Christmas, I got I think it was the entire 1993 assortment all in one go.
Damn.
And it's like, okay, this is pretty sweet. So yeah, that one definitely sticks in my mind as like because I didn't say specifically, oh yeah, these are the G.I. Joes I want. It was just, here's a bunch of G.I. Joes. We know you like this now. So,
Steve, what about you, bro?
Oh, that reminds me of a story on the opposite end. When they made the first, was it Kenner or Mattel? They made the old Batman animated series figures, the old
Kenner
5-point figures. The first Harley Quinn, I was reading all about it in Toy Fair. It's like how it's so hard to find. You're never gonna get it. And we were at Kmart and they had 2. And I tried to tell my mom, it's like, oh my god, I want one for myself, one for collecting. Like, oh my god, she got them both. But then either because she's like, you're being a little shit, you don't deserve this, or because she just did not understand what I said at all, she cut the card off above the plastic. And then she wrapped them both individually and gave one to me and one to my sister. I was like, that's not at all what I was such a little shit about it. But I actually think Cheyenne has one in package hanging on our wall right now. I'm going to go see if I can go grab it.
Nice. I'm going to say the cheese dick answer because I don't want to get in trouble with anybody. I like legit the best thing that has ever come from toys is friends like Matt and Steve. Because no, hold up. Because between the three of us, I have exchanged more toys with you and exchanged more toys with Steve in my lifetime than anybody ever.
But yeah, this is the one, the same figure that I was talking about. But
nice.
Cheyenne got this from a shop out here called Rogue Toys. They have a few locations.
Oh, nice.
And I'm guessing they donated to the charity that Cheyenne and I are part of. We work with Critical Care Comics.
Yeah.
And they're an organization out here in Las Vegas that visits kids in critical care, units of children's hospitals. And they dress up as, superheroes. Like Cheyenne dresses up as either Starfire most of the time or Shuri from Black Panther sometimes. And her and other agents go and, cheer the kids up, take pictures with them, give them a bunch of comics, toys that are appropriate. But the thing is, they also get a bunch of stuff that is not appropriate at all for kids, or that they just can't hand out because too small parts or stuff. So either this is a prize or this is just not deemed able to give to a kid. I don't know. But she has it. And then I'm going to put this away and I'm going to pull down something else that I got from the critical care that they cannot give to kids. And Dave saw this earlier, but I'm sure some other people will get a kick out of this.
Yeah, oh yes. But as I was saying though, legit, my best friends, legit, since I've been a little kid, have been huge toy dorks, and so that, as kind of a chubbly kid who wasn't really good at talking to people, when I was really young, and then making friends who were like-minded and whatnot. That legit is probably the best thing because without that, I wouldn't be here talking into a camera to two of my friends.
Well, now you know everybody. So.
Right? I became a whore.
The other one that now that I think about it a little bit also sticks in my mind. There was a guy who was a huge part of the G.I. Joe community named Gary Goggles Head. And he really just a super nice guy, friendly to everybody. He was a big part of the prototype pre-production scene, so they part of the G.I. Joe Declassified, so they would dig in and find the people who worked at Hasbro in the 80s and stuff, and find stuff that never got made or weird variations. They discovered at one point that all of the original 1982 Joes were all supposed to have unique heads.
Oh, damn.
Which had been rumored for, or at least speculated for decades because they all had different looks in the comics, but nobody had ever been able to find proof, which they did and found actual samples, and it was just this huge, insane thing. Anyway, really nice guy. And when he would do conventions, he would get an extra convention set or two or whatever, and just hide these exclusive figures, which usually would double or triple or quadruple in price. So, most of them, you start at $60 for any of these figures. And he would just hide them around the hotel. You just take this figure and put it in a bush. And if anybody finds it, it's theirs. So we're sitting in our hotel room, me and some of the other guys from JoeCustoms.com, and we're just talking. And we knew we were kind of kitty corner from the room Gary was in, and we must not have closed the door all the way, or the little safety latch thing got in the way, so our door wasn't closed. And all of a sudden, somebody just lobs, one of the parachute figures or whatever, which in the room, and then disappears. And we're like, oh shit, that had to have been Gary. And he was just always doing stuff like that. Great guy. Yeah,
that's amazing. Oh, holy shit! My YouTube channel just hit 500 subscribers.
Oh, awesome!
Rock and roll. Thanks, everybody. We're not even streaming on there tonight.
Ryan knows of Gary as well. Yeah, Gary was a great guy. Yeah, he passed away of a heart attack several years ago.
Oh, that sucks.
It was such a shame. And left behind some kids and a wife and all that stuff. And
Shit.
he did as much or more for keeping GI Joe alive as an online community as anybody I could think of. So
I was saying before you walked off, like I gave the cheese dick answer because I said my friends through toys, because you, Steve, and you, Matt, like are two of my closest friends, and without toys we probably wouldn't have met like in the manner that we did, because there's so many stupid memories that are tied to specific figures. I actually have one here that I reassembled from two customs that I made in your basement, Steve, in the laundry room when you used to have that workshop.
Yeah.
But he is whole once again, and there's a reason he stands tall. But Chamber,
Oh my God.
I have the arms from this figure on a different figure, and I had the legs on a different figure, and I cleaned them up. And the coolest thing was the torso is still in one piece, so cover your eyes if you're sensitive, because I'm hoping this will work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this. Oh, I broke him. No. No. This is one of the legit like OGs of Steve's Sidness. Because Steve was that kid who would rip apart toys and make new toys, and I loved him for it. So we would make figures in his basement all the time. But I love Chamber, and I had the parts, and everything else was falling apart on the monstrosities that I created. So yeah, there's one of the OGs, man. So
nice.
A weird
you want to
piece
see some
our history.
Yeah. Here's some other history that's just complete garbage, but it was already that way from the beginning. This is Gore
I love that figure. That figure's great.
Total Chaos Wave. Yeah, no, I love it too.
But it's great.
This guy was again given to me from Critical Care Comics, because like we can't give this to a child. We can't give this away as a prize. Like the plastic is like falling apart. Like I have it like held up with two thumbtacks on my wall. But yeah, just like, yes, this hunchback pirate with a peg leg and a hook hand and a half mechanical parrot. Let's fucking go. Like
awesome. I mean, it poses for crap.
Oh yeah.
But I love the idea. That whole Total Chaos line was just
Dude, Steve, you had like every single one of those growing up. Like I remember just fucking going over to your house and being like, look what spawn I got. Look what spawn I got. And I'm like, what? There's this many spawns?
I had a hard time getting rid of some of my spawn collection.
Dude, Zombie Spawn, for some odd reason, is the one that sticks out in my head that I remember playing with at your house.
I was this close from getting a brand new in-package Zombie Spawn in San Francisco a couple years ago. There is, I can't remember the name of the record store. It's some like famous old records.
Oh no!
Lost it again.
Mitch Falcon, I would like to link to Joe Customs, but it seems to be redirected to another.
That's happened more lately.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you cut out there for a second.
I sure did. But I was really tempted because it wasn't just the same zombie spawn I had. It was a zombie spawn with a different head and a different arm. Because the original one, like it was a big gun for his arm. And this one, they took the chainsaw accessory he came with, and that became like his extra arm. I'm like, this is insane. Like, I don't even remember this. And like,
I didn't know
myself out of it at the last minute, but
he's so into it. Yeah, fucking metal.
I with one of the figures that I think I kept my zombie spawn. I don't think I purged all my spawn figures. I think I hung on to my zombie spawn, and I have the manga zombie spawn still to get back out on display.
Dude, I love some of those.
I'm gonna have a hard time resisting the new line. I don't need more to buy, but
the zombie spawn was zombie and ninja spawn were two that I remember like Konicki had, and I like playing, like going over to his house, and like those were two that I remember playing with and just being like, these are so fucking cool. Also, Steve is the one that I learned to display stuff from, because he moved when your folks or when your family moved to Blenheim. Is that right?
Sure.
I don't know. It was the one where you had like the basement room that you just shelved out and had toys everywhere. and it was insane. Like, it still dwarfs any display I've ever had in my life.
You're getting close though, dude. You're getting in like with the glass and like the quality of shelving. Because like mine, it was all like $12 plastic shelf, like stacks from like Target or Kmart.
But you were like 14. It was insane.
It was. You're not wrong.
Oh shit! Got into the '97 animated Spawn show over the weekend, and it really holds up. Hell yeah! Steve, did you get the classic Spawn from the Kickstarter or any of the Spawn Universe figures from pre-order?
No, I was thinking about it. I saw it all, but like the all the McFarlane toys and all the McFarlane Spawns, like I would see dudes on Instagram be like, just got the new McFarlane Spawn from Mortal Kombat or whatever. I pulled it apart and redid all the joints, so it's a halfway decent figure, and now I'm gonna repaint the whole thing. I'm like, you guys are making your customs too cool. I can't just get it and be happy, and I can't like I don't feel the need to dedicate all the time to customizing anymore. Like, I don't want to have like a almost
but
there
now
figure. I could. I don't know.
Mark Bitters, this is Dan from Turtle Talk, actually. This is why I knew him as Mark first. It's not a real big fish clock. It's actually a drum head that's back there.
You can make it into a clock.
I know. I don't want to fucking poke a hole in it. Like, it's too cool.
Like, you're going to play it anytime soon, Dave.
Oh, no. I'm using it as a display piece, man. Look at this. It's so cool. It's reverse painted. And it's got glitter. Look at that.
Nice.
Sharp as shit. I love it. I always remember back in, I think it was more so middle school than high school, but I remember Steve was a nu metal fan and was all into Korn and Slipknot and everyone, and I was the ska kid, and he was like, "This stuff dumb," and then all of a sudden he listened to it and he's like, "Oh, it's pretty good."
Specifically, Aquabat's Charge. Like, that was the first
great album
release that really like hit me. I was like, oh, and just in general, towards the end of high school, I stopped listening to all the angry stuff. And dude, I don't not listen to like Korn or anything like that anymore, because it's like I was just unnaturally angry and sad for being a middle class white man,
living in
high school. Like, what the hell was I angry about? Like, I couldn't, like, talk to girls or get a girlfriend, but I figured that out by the time I got to college. Like, I had plenty of toys. I had a customizing space. I could draw. I could watch Futurama. Like, my life was pretty chill there for a while.
Life was fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember the corn shirt that you had for fucking ever. Memories.
The one that Mary would steal intermittently.
Yes. Good times.
I honestly have given so many shirts to her like since then, because like, I just see her and I'm just like, you want some old shirts that are she's like,
your fan.
Oh, the funniest thing. Not a nu metal band, but have either of you guys heard of See You Next Tuesday?
Yes.
I haven't heard of the band.
I've heard of it because of you.
Yeah.
You've talked about that.
They are or were a band. I haven't checked on the status of their activity in a while, but I saw them with like their first singer opening for some hardcore band. Did you stop?
Did you stop before nu metal with the NU?
I mean, isn't that Korn and all that?
I thought it was.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not up on my.
No, I mean, I was fully in the nu metal. It was just like Mudvayne, Cold Chamber, Static X. I saw like a bunch of. The only bands I didn't see live were Korn and Slipknot, actually.
I thought you saw Slipknot for some reason.
Nope, never did.
There we go. Big Daddy Cool is back to being Big Daddy Cool.
Hey, that which makes a Mack truck go.
Indeed.
God, God, I'm just between a few stories now. Like Dave, going back to the wrestling thing earlier, I wanted to say one of your pay-per-view nights, one of the funniest things that I ever heard when I was around that age. I don't remember which pay-per-view it was, but Paul Bearer came back for the first time in ages, and he's coming down the walkway, and Dave just deadpan. It's like, Paul, the sexiest man in wrestling, Bearer, and I had a mouthful of root beer. I just shot all over myself because I could not keep it from laughing at that. It was one of the stupidest, funniest things ever.
I forgot about that. I just remember the time we were all watching, and my dad, like, I don't remember if he had the flu or something, like he wasn't feeling good, but he just walks down the stairs in his BBDs, like to use the downstairs can, and everybody's like, all right, there's Mr. Wheeler in his BBDs, all right, he's getting his bathroom, and he started walking up, and everybody's like, night, Mr. Wheeler, and he just goes, hi-oh, Silver, and just walks upstairs, just no sells it.
Oh, I was talking about the band shirts and See You Next Tuesday. I got distracted. So I got one of their T-shirts eventually because they got somewhat big, and I think I got the shirt Hot Topic, and it's just this giant, ugly, multi-eyed, fanged monster that just takes with the whole shirt at the very top, just says "See You Next Tuesday."
Yeah.
And I think I gave that to my sister, and then she was living with my dad for a while in Connecticut, and she left a bunch of shirts, and that was one of them. And the first time I heard about it, I called him on Father's Day, and I was like out with some friends. I turned to my friend Tom, and I'm telling him about like back when I had longer hair. I have long hair again now because of the pandemic and everything, just because screw it. But like, I grew my hair out in college, and there's a picture of me with my hair down to my shoulders wearing my See You Next Tuesday shirt. And he's just like, God, what a mistake that was. I'm like, I know, right? And all of a sudden my dad calls me back, and he's like, hey, son, I just have to ask you, I've got this T-shirt on that your sister left that was yours. And it's got this yellow thing. And I'm like, oh, Dad, you have my See You Next Tuesday shirt on. And I think I have to send this to Dave. Maybe he can put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
There's a pic. My dad came in and visited me in Chicago before I left, and he brought his bicycle. We rode bikes together down the lakeshore.
Text Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
Okay.
But it might take a while to find it. I may have downloaded it, so let me see if I can find it quick.
Right on. Oh, that Mitch Falcon dropping the See You Next Tuesday shirt, probably, because he's that.
Did you finish your backstory yet, Dave?
He's assembled. I actually just ripped off his head because I'm going to do some final assembly, and then I'm going to prime him, and then I'm actually going to spray paint him. I have a gunmetal for plastic, so I'm prepping him for final paints. Oh god!
There we go.
Oh, I found all my bubble mailers.
Save the phone. All right, Dave. I just got it. I just downloaded it from Facebook. How do you want me to send it to you?
Facebook works. I can pull it up on there easy.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll message it to you.
Okay. I do gotta say, I popped super hard. I got the 2:30 care package from a friend, and they included a ska compilation, and I've been reintroduced to many SoCal ska bands, and it makes me happy. Share screen. There he is.
But yeah, me and my old man, and him and his See You Next Tuesday. Is that Job for a Cowboy? Oh, I was wrong.
That's Job for a Cowboy.
That is Job for a Cowboy. Son of a bitch.
Well, never mind then. Fantastic picture.
Well, it's so funny because my dad goes around in a Job for a Cowboy shirt, and he has no idea what they sound like. And he tells you that younger guys my age will be like, Job for a Cowboy, yeah. And he's just like, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Oh, you know what? It is that magic time of the show. We are at the top of the hour, which means it's 9 o'clock. So, without further ado, here's one of the finest ads in all of streaming for Matt's very own enhancement talent clothing and gear. We'll see you after.
Do you feel like a champion? Do you worry that you don't look like a champion? Try enhancement talent clothing and gear. At our state-of-the-art facility, you'll find wall art. Not one, not two, but a spectacular 3 cats. This thing. Top-of-the-line sewing equipment that enhancement talent has used to make enhancement talent clothing and gear. Let us take you to the top of the card.
Oh man, you scared Steve away.
Stan is curious what we're working on.
Oh, I am prepping Baxter for paint, so I'm trying to get the little bits that I need kind of hidden finished.
I threw some paint and sealer on my Isaiah Bradley.
Nice. Oh, hold on. One second. I'm holding something on blue.
Focus. Anyway, Dave found the little spotted Ore's head that I've been looking for to do the mask, so that's nearly done. Just gotta do the shield, and then I've been continuing to poke Battlestar always, and then I don't know. We'll see. I did the first pass with this afro.
Nice.
So,
Hold on.
Focus. Or not. Well, anyway. So, first pass at that.
Very nice.
Should probably
Who the fuck is that? It is true. I did say it was a commercial break. I forgot to tell him that it was a 30-second.
He didn't tell him. He didn't tell him it was a women's commercial. So.
Yeah. For the time being, until he returns. Because if I remove him, then the reverb goes away too.
Fair.
Yeah, I am trying to. I cut some foam, and what I'm going to try to do is basically mask, or not mask, but I'm going to wrap it around to hide the seam, kind of like that. I'm using red so you guys can see a little bit better. So, oh, there's Steve. Hi, Steve.
And I don't know if this will tip your awareness of who this character is, Inhaled Farts, but
Oh, nice.
and he will eventually, someday, be the Hypno Hustler.
He is both hypno and hustling.
I want to acknowledge Inhaled Farts. I follow you on Instagram, and I appreciate your posing.
Nice.
Sentences that you would only hear on the internet.
Mainly because
sorry, I turned the commercial break into a bathroom break.
that's okay. Wait, are you saying you missed the commercial, Steve? Because here it comes again, kids.
Do you feel like a champion? Do you worry that you don't look like a champion? Try enhancement talent clothing and gear. At our state-of-the-art facility, you'll find wall art. Not one, not two, but a spectacular 3 cats. This thing. Top-of-the-line sewing equipment that enhancement talent has used to make enhancement talent clothing and gear. Let us take you to the top of the card.
You're goddamn
Hell yeah.
right.
That was sick.
Have any of you guys worked on the original TMNT Pizza Thrower? Many times. I have fixed Quite a few of those in my day, mainly when I was working at the comic shop, because we'd get them in and we'd turn them on, and they'd just go because the motor would be all gummed up. But I am a fan. That is one of my favorite TMNT vehicles, along with the Cheapskate. But what questions do you have, Stan? Oh, best ad in streaming.
You people are crazy.
Not crazy. They're brilliant. Jesus. There's the Steve charm.
I'm trying to take pictures of my ring setup here for Stan. So far, not having any luck.
Oh, God damn it. There we go. My finger got glued to the to the Baxter.
Man, I feel so bummed out because I really want to get all those new Marvel Age of Apocalypse figures since they announced Wave 2.
I've told this story already on here, but in the most figure fate moment of probably my entire life, I picked up like Morph and Sunfire, I think, from that first series. And I was like, okay, these are cool. I'm not going to pick up the rest of them. And like legit, so my buddy Larry passed away, and his fiance, I went over. I'm helping sell his collection and stuff, and there was a box labeled for Dave, and it was the entire first wave plus Apocalypse.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, well, I guess I'm collecting Age of Apocalypse now. I was like, I legit think it was Larry's last, like, gotcha, bitch. It's like, oh no. But
yeah, at least there's only going to be probably the 2 waves.
I could see a third, but I don't think they'll get to the third for a while.
All right, I'm just going to send these to you.
Okay.
In Messenger, Dave, so you can share them with everybody.
Yes.
It's very much in disarray right now.
I just like between that Sugar Man and the Colossus and like Sabretooth
and Wild Child.
Yeah,
Wild Child less so. Like I was so stunned because I didn't think they were gonna make more waves because I'm not as hip on the discourse. I was just like, Wild Child, okay, whatever. Like I saw them in stores for a while. Like, why? But
dude, I had probably the most irrational love of that Age of Apocalypse Toy Biz figure, like of Sabretooth and Wild Child. And, like it was bright fucking orange and like made no sense.
No, I love that figure. It's great.
Here is pictures of Matt's wrestling setup. For those
as you can see, it's very much in disarray.
New Day.
But yes, I do have my.
Look at those belts.
That's sick.
Hot damn!
I got a lot of belts.
Oh, that's went the wrong
That's
way.
something else, but still necessary. Oh,
but yeah, it's very messy right now. Very, very messy. But yeah, that's the extreme sets backdrop. I did cut it up a little bit to fit in the space.
It is gorgeous. So. Yuppifying, what's up? Yeah, it's again like. Growing up with Steve and seeing his collection, clearly it inspired a lot of this. Modern days, Matt and my buddy David Tussler were the guys that were just like, I've legit only thanked 2 people for looking at their collection. Where I was just like, I walked away, I was like, whew, I need a smoke. Like, it's yeah. Mitch Falcon, we do need a new Holocaust Build-A-Figure.
I can't just say that. Come on.
What did they change his name to? I can't remember.
Nemesis or Nemesis.
Nemesis? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, in the comic, he is called Holocaust. I'm just saying.
He was for a while. When he came back, they had changed his name.
Mitch Falcon, you have more belts than Clay Puffington.
I don't know what that means, but all right.
Dude, X-Man, that was a fantastic figure.
Yeah. Oh, that was great.
I'm just waiting for another Spider-Verse wave so they can give me the Kingpin from the movie, just a brick of plastic.
Yeah.
I'd
Just
be
a
for it.
shoebox with arms and legs.
Yes, yes. Oh man, I don't know if I want to.
Gotta get that Bill Sienkiewicz Kingpin.
I got you. And he will never be called that again. Very true. But I remember what was it? It was like X-Men Ninjas or something.
Yeah.
Like it was that line. He came out in that, and they were
Yeah.
like, the first wave had him named Holocaust on the line, and then they were like, and now he's Nemesis because
I don't know.
Toy Biz went,
He ever
wait
made
a second.
but they might have been on like some promotional materials or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they figured that out pretty quick.
They figured it out not fast enough, considering they were a gigantic corporate.
That's on Marvel editorial.
Oh, the 90s.
There's a character you'll never see come in the Marvel universe.
What? Moral Laurel?
No, Holocaust Nemesis. Because it's like you can't just do that because everyone like part of the fun of the Marvel movies is like, where did this character come from? Like, what's the origin?
Yeah.
Like, people can't be like, there's a character in Marvel called Holocaust. Like,
What the what?
yeah.
And so the cosplaying community exploded.
Oh no, no.
Oh man. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to do this, and this is either going to look really cool or I'm going to fuck it up.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Shut
Fuck
up,
it
Steve.
up.
Well, it's because I threw this first one around, and like it was mainly just to hide the seam.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to put this trim piece on to make it look kind of match the pauldrons.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know if this is going to look good or not. We'll see. But yeah, no, it was one of those things of like looking at some of the old like Toy Biz figures, and I'm just like, oh my god, Hasbro has so many figures that they could still run with.
Oh yeah.
And that's where like the Age of Apocalypse, I'm like, all right, well, we didn't get Gambit, we didn't get Nightcrawler, we didn't get you just start running through all the characters, and you're like, oh, there's still legs in that, like to say the least.
Mm.
I mean, I'm just excited for Legion for custom possibilities.
Right. I mean, it's another base body.
I just can't believe it's taken them this long to do somebody like a sleeveless shirt.
Really? Oh, I suppose because they usually just paint it.
Yeah, and he actually, so he's got like a sculpted tank top or ripped sleeve kind of deal. So,
Okay, now here's the question. Do you think I should try to put this as like a trim piece on the exterior? Or do you think I should try and just put it on the edge? So, oh god. So, like this in the middle. I'm trying to get that angle, or like off to the side.
Mm.
I don't know. Yeah, AOA Storm's another one.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I needed to rebuild that arm joint anyway.
Sinister would be one that I would be into.
Sinister would be cool. Forge. Oh man.
I don't know how they would do Abyss, but
I don't care. It'd be neat.
it would be a really cool figure if they could pull it off. But I have no idea how you can pull it off. I need to find an old Toy Biz Lava Lamp Shadow King to add back into my collection.
Is that like the Mutagen Man figure from the old TMNT, or?
He was an accessory with Apocalypse, I think.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, now I know you meant by lava lamp. Yeah, he totally was just a freaking lava lamp.
Yep.
Matt, I might have a spare one of those in my fodder bin.
Yeah, I'll take it. If you do.
I'll look. That was one of those that like at garage sales, like I'd always grab because I'm like, I'm gonna do something cool with these, and then nothing.
I know they did one in orange for one of some figure.
What?
There was a like it came with like one of those Marvel's the weird like diamond exclusive like
Oh yeah.
Marvel the Dark Side. It might have come with like Dormammu or something.
Oh yeah. Like one of the multi-packs.
No, it was a single carded figure, but yeah, it was like an orange version of that Lava Lamp Shadow King.
Huh.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Where it was like Dark Rising and like those random fucking ones.
Yeah.
Where it's like, look, we repainted Scarecrow. It's like, oh good. Because that's what everybody was clamoring for.
Oh, dude.
I mean, I want a Scarecrow bad.
Or maybe that was the way that Scarecrow got released. I can't remember because I remember there was some of those too where it was like, this is the way they got the figure out.
Yeah, because that one had been supposed to have been part of a multi-pack that got canceled.
No, I thought it wasn't that one in like the Web Trap series. Or
Maybe.
like, I think it was in the same wave as the really absolutely terrible, like half Peter Parker face, half Spider-Man face.
Oh, yeah,
That like it's like, look, he has an action feature. He can bang trash can lids.
I literally just pulled it up on eBay right now. The Scarecrow figure came in a pack called the Spider and the Scarecrow, and it came with Chameleon, a decent-looking Spider-Man, Peter Parker with a black jacket, and another Spider-Man with the head flipping action into Peter Parker.
Okay. So maybe it was Vermin that came out in that wave?
I don't know.
But the Chameleon was there too.
Marvel Legends Vermin.
Not Chameleon, Scarecrow. But...
There we go.
Wow.
I kind of like this. I mean, it's not perfect.
30 minutes, guys. $55 for this Spider and the Scarecrow set. Should I do it?
I mean, I was excited for that. That Scarecrow figure is got a good sculpt, at least.
Oh, yeah. Like, fascinating sculpt. Terrible articulation.
I mean, it was on par with a lot of the Toy Biz era stuff, but yeah, it doesn't hold up these days.
Ooh,
oh, yeah. I mean, what does?
That does not pull up well on camera, but it's much more even in person.
Dave, that torso looks like me wearing a vest that's too small.
with your one nipple.
Yes, exactly. My unit-nipple.
Yes. Oh, one nip, we used to call him. No.
Oh, one nip. The big milker.
We called him Milk Dud.
Singular.
Oh, yeah. Didn't that come with Spider Carnage, too? I'm sure they did a Spider Carnage. I mean, they did. I'm looking at him. He's right there. But they put him in at least one or two multi-packs, too. Dude, a Mutant X Havoc would be dope. A Prelate Havoc. Epsilon Red. Okay, that is one, like the Mutant X line from Toy Biz was one of those toy lines that I bought none of them when they came out, but like over the years going to shows and shit, like I would find in like the dollar bin, and it was just like, yeah, I'll get Havoc. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I'll grab the Goblin Queen. Oh shit, the Fallen. Yeah. And it's like Bloodstorm. All right, cool. Where's Beast? Where's oh god, what was he called in that book?
Oh man, I can't remember. They never
Come on, chat. Damn it, I can't think of what he was called. It wasn't the Beast.
The Brute.
The Brute. Like, but they never made him. He was the only one of the 5 they didn't make.
Because he would have been.
Oh, and Iceman. They didn't make Iceman. So 6. It was the 6. My bad.
Oh, that's right, man. That's serious. Like,
I just recently picked up the collected version because they put out the Epic collections, and it's like it's two volumes and it's the entire thing, and it's like, yeah, okay, you got me. Like I will read the shit out of these, and so I did, and so I remembered some terrible story arcs, but some fantastic ones as well. We did kind of get Bloodstorm in with the 80s Storm. I mean, it's very similar.
Yes, but a full-on Bloodstorm would be cool.
Oh, there we go. I can't believe actually, Steve, I used an old trick that I learned from you.
Oh, what's that?
Hot glue, a little bit of Vaseline on the joint, and then basically makes a new coupling.
Excellent.
But I think that is this will be the body, and I'll paint it all up. I gotta figure out something to like, I don't know. I need like a cap or something across this. It doesn't look finished.
Dude, I did a real dirty trick the other day for my Venom pool because his thigh joints are just super loose. So I literally just like put some Gorilla Glue in it and just kept doing this.
Yep.
Until it didn't like stick solid.
Yeah. Mitch, I completely agree.
Ryan Clark in the chat is absolutely.
We need Doom 2099.
Doom.
Oh God! Someone made like a badass custom in Toy Fair of Doom 2099. I'm like, why can't I own this figure right now? Like, please. It was a real simple recipe. It was just like Doom head, Iron Man body, cape, but still.
Yeah.
They could easily do a solid 2099 wave. Just
Oh yeah.
I want a Punisher 2099 real bad. Do Hulk as the Build-A-Figure. Do Punisher, Ravage, Ghost Rider. I don't know. I would stay away from the X-Men. They can get away with it themselves. Doom. Guess I don't know who else. I do like the Green Goblin 2099.
Oh yeah. Man, I don't want to. I got a bunch of these, like, they put out these gear buttons that you can get at, like, Michael's and shit. And I was like, maybe I could put something like this to cap them, but this doesn't look right.
No, that design's pretty clean.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I should use. Damn it. Ooh, maybe? No. I'm tapping out. Good night, Mr. Ryan Clark. We will probably see you tomorrow, gripping and ripping some cardboard and having some fun. It'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be good. The only Punisher I want is the ponytailed version from the 90s.
Yeah. The ponytail wave, 90s ponytail wave. That and like molded Tony
and
Stark.
Leather jackets.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 90s Punisher. You could do Johnny Blaze. You could do who else had? Did Warrant? Did he have a freaking
Jesus?
ponytail
Yeah.
that came out of the back helmet thing? I made a custom Warrant.
Did you?
I did. I don't have I don't have pictures, but it was a Toy Biz Chris Redfield with a helmet head and like gargoyle pistols on his forearms.
Nice. The Avengers did all have jackets. You're damn right they did. They were a team.
It gets cold. You need jackets.
A lot of spandex. Mayfax Ben Riley coming out.
Read some of that era just because that's like a lot of Steve Epting art. That's great.
Let's see.
Even drawing leather jackets with A's on the shoulders.
Oh man, is this gonna? Whoa.
Yeah, Ben never did have a ponytail. He could have. He had the long hair for a little bit. He just went with the blonde undercut.
Oh, and Venom, didn't he have like the crew cut with a little ponytail in the back?
Oh,
yeah. He did have the he had the rat tail for a little while.
Yeah. A lot of rat tail. What a mistake.
Whoomp! There it was. Okay, let's see.
It actually reminds me that I have Sticks and Stone on my
and I'm gone. And I'm back.
list.
Oh, did you freeze?
Yeah, I know. Y'all kind of froze out because yeah, just like y'all both like froze and disappeared and then came back. It was glorious.
We're good like that.
Yes, absolutely. Ponytail Namor.
Oh yeah, ponytail Namor.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Tony Stark have a ponytail briefly?
Tony Stark had a mullet.
I know he had a mullet, but I feel like he might have had a ponytail for a moment. I do need to make a mullet Tony Stark for the new modular armor.
Oh, that's very true.
That's coming out.
Yeah, that's the one Iron Man figure I need to get because that was my favorite because that was his look in the video games.
Marvel versus Capcom. Somebody was, I don't know if they're doing them small prints, but somebody was selling 3D printed proton cannons.
Mm-hmm.
Like the giant finishing move.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I need to get one of those. I don't know what he was charging for though. But yeah, like a 3D printed version of that to go with the new figure. I'm like, oh, you bastards!
Oh,
That
that's
is
too sick.
That is one of the designs that I will always want as a figure. I don't think I'm ever going to get outside the mini-mate they did, which is the Sentinel
Mm-hmm.
from X-Men Children of the Atom and Marvel vs. Capcom. I love that design. And it would be such a cool toy if they could incorporate some of the stuff it does in the game.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Yeah, that's a wave that they probably never do, but they should.
Yeah. That would be, I mean, you could knock a lot of, cool things out there, though.
It's just like, could you get Capcom on board with like licensing those characters again?
They did it a couple of years ago. They just did, but the focus wasn't really on. I don't think they could do a full line, but there were 4-inch versions, and they did.
Yeah, that was wasn't that Street Fighter though? Wasn't that Marvel vs. Street Fighter, or was it truly Marvel vs.
Capcom 3? But it was just a generic kind of like Gamerverse line of 2-packs. So they did. There was a 2-pack with the PS4 Spidey and Mr. Negative. There was a Contest of Champions 2-pack, and then the 2-pack with Black Widow and Ryu. So they only did. That was the only one they did. Maybe there was a Mega Man. I can't remember. I do remember the old Toy Biz Marvel vs. Capcom Mega Man was garbage.
Yeah, I remember those ones. And those were okay. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I'm looking at these. Yeah,
it's just
black.
Still waiting on the rest of the Runaways. Someday.
Fair, but
they did a Mega Man X. There we go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember.
Iron Man, Mega Man.
Yeah, the Toy Biz Mega Man made me real sad at the time.
What a
man! I remember. I was gonna say I remember Konicki having it, and I thought it was the coolest damn thing, but it was so flimsy.
That cheap little like extendo leg, like like you pull it out and it just like pop right back when you stood them down. Oh, okay.
It's like, oh, fuck you! It's like, no.
Yeah.
I do still have the Toy Biz Captain Commando and Strider because those are the only figures of those guys that they ever did.
Strider got an import one. Yeah, I think it was. I'm trying to think of the company that did it, but he definitely got an import because I remember my buddy had one on display at his desk in college.
Oh,
so it's an older import, but it's an import.
Because I got the articulated icons. One of the sets has basically the parts to make a Strider.
Yeah.
That I just haven't done yet. So.
Dude, have you ever? Oh.
What?
If you ever come out to Vegas or again, you've been through here once, right?
Yeah.
There's like a toy store, antique store on the Strip or in the Fremont Street. And I was just there this weekend with my buddy Kurt, who was in town. We're looking at the section. They had all the Gundam and Macross figures, and they had some packaged like imports. And it's this huge Macross set, like assembled in package. And there was something else in front of it, and like we looked at the tag and like $59.99 for that. Like holy shit! Like this place is a little pricey for everything else, but that's amazing. Then we like moved slightly over. It's like $559. Okay, never mind.
there we are.
Yeah. Because we're all like, this is a real import. This is like big shit. Like, holy fuck, $60? Like, no.
Fooled you.
Yep.
Oh, that was always the kicker. I remember at where was that? It was down in Savannah. It was I think it was Comics and More. They would just stack so much shit on the shelves, and you were like, "Fuck yeah!" And you'd like move something slightly, and you'd be like, "No, that's a big 10-4. That's more than tuition." Okay, I'm out.
And you are correct, Panther King, that if they did it based on the cabinet art for Marvel vs. Capcom, I would very much be into that.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, another old story for Dave. Do you remember, like when they still had the bone crushing Jack
Bone
specific
crunching.
figure?
Yeah, BCA, bro.
Yeah. Remember when Draws was briefly a thing before deload him?
Yeah.
And like I was like, oh, he's so cool. He's got like tattoos and crazy haircut and everything. Like I wrote an email to Jack Specific, and I was like, hey, you guys should make a Draws figure. Just take Mark Marrow's body and get like a Stone Cold head and add the crap on it. Repaint it. Done. Like, give it to me. And I swear to God, like 3 months later, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Like they actually like sculpted a new Draws head, and he was like sticking his tongue out and shit. They painted a little like pierced tongue thing on it. I was like, yes, perfect. And then I was like, where the hell Draws go?
Yeah.
Not on wrestling anymore. Like, I completely missed that happening. It was like months later. I was like, he what? Oh fuck.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
That was also one of those where like when they were trying to find, when he was trying to find his spot, and they were like, he's gonna be an LOD, and people were like, yeah, he's gonna be an LOD, and then he's like, he's not an LOD anymore. He's gonna be puke. He's gonna puke. Yes, golden era of wrestling.
The best ratings, the worst bollocks.
Yeah. Oof. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm hoping this doesn't give him like a punch look, but trying to kind of. Oh, where the fuck did the rest of the figure go? There it is. So I think I'm gonna do that.
Oh yeah.
So it ends up kind of looking clean, but kind of harnessy. I don't know. I was gonna subtract something from there, but like it would leave just a random negative space showing off the big gap. It's like, damn it. I don't know.
So the one thing I have here, I say as I knock over 3 of my figures. I found this in the store. I found Shikla from the Deadpool wave, and I literally just got it for Jeff the Landshark.
Yep.
That
is fair.
And I sold the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure part, and now I just have Shikla. I'm like, what do I do with her? Like,
make her beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep the figure just because I like having lots of characters, but I don't care about Shikla.
Right? Like, I didn't actually know she was a thing until I looked it up, and I was like, oh, okay. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, the story arc was fine. She was, whatever. But I was way more excited about Jeff.
Yeah. It also helps that I haven't read, like, a physical comic book in, like, ages.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
To put it lightly.
I got into it backwards because, like I was telling y'all earlier, like I got into action figures first strictly, and like just got more and more because I saw them in Toy Fair, and I was like, this looks too cool. And then when I first got to college, before I made friends, I was like, look at all these comic shops. I'm gonna go to these comic shops, and I had like a weekly run of like 5 different shops like across the city, taking public transportation to.
Oh hell yeah!
I've read some pretty cool stuff too. But yeah, eventually it's just like, oh, I made friends finally. I can hang out with them.
Start a Goblin Queen custom. Or an armored out Psylocke. Neb, Dave, what has it been like growing the consortium along the way to 500? It's been a fucking trip, I'll tell you that much. Oh, by the way, Steve, so on the Dave Wonder channels, the loyal followers and fans and viewers and friends, they have been dubbed the consortium of jackasses. So if you see people referring to the consortium, it is the consortium of jackasses, or for short, the COJ.
Nice.
So yes,
I like it.
I'm trying to remember. Like we were talking about it on one of the first streams, and I was like, I don't know. Like, do I call you guys viewers? Do I call you guys followers? Like, what? I said, and I was like, oh, we're a conglomerate of jackasses or something. And then it was a consortium, and I'm like, yeah, use that thesaurus. Like, fucking do it. But here we are, 500 followers later, and that's pretty damn good. So I'm pretty stoked.
Well, now he'll need to add puke and relaunch his COJ 2000.
Right? I'm down. They had sweet paint and pads. Mitch Falcon, it wasn't me. I said the plural of jackasses was the consortium. That's right. Mitch Falcon is our AI mod, so he's not actually an AI. Or is he?
It's just
All right, Goblin Queen looks cool. That's a possibility. The other one is Armored Psylocke from Outback era. Okay.
Yeah, that's a great. I saw a really good custom of that design a day or two ago. My friend Billy sent me.
Luckily, someone else.
Wolverine.
Armored Psylocke. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, there he is.
There's focus. Nope, now he's not focused again. Stupid camera. Do what I want you to do. Anyway, so I just got to find him his shoulder beauty, and then I will have a Wolverine.
Ah, yes, Wolverine. Did you all see those magazines of the new Mafex? Yeah, cyborg suits and armored Wonder Woman,
Superman.
right? What?
Cyborg Superman.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's real neat. Damn it. There we go. Okay, clean that off. It looks a little bit better. I gotta figure. I don't know. I didn't like the bib chase down, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this now. It's one of those things. Again, it's a clean aesthetic, so it's like shit. How do I keep this clean but cover up all my foibles? I feel the AOA Colossus is going to be redone as Outback Colossus. I hope so.
I'm guessing that's not Colossus that ate at the Outback Steakhouse.
No.
Well, we don't know. Maybe.
Blooming onion, da.
The unspoken connective tissue of that whole storyline is the Outback Steakhouse.
Yes.
I don't know if that would be the one. I would rather have them do the one from the Juggernaut 2-pack and just do a new torso.
That'd be cool.
I guess, because I feel like the AOA one is bigger, and if they're gonna do an Outback wave, I want to build a figure to be Bonebreaker. So
that's fair. Oh, Bonebreaker. It still cracks me up because Robo is working on some not Marauder customs, but Reaver customs, and he was working on Bonebreaker, and I was like, man, who the fuck had that growing up? And I was like, it was Steve. Like, if I ever think of who had that toy growing up? Steve.
My first exposure to Bonebreaker as a character was the Punisher arcade game.
Beat him up.
Yeah, and I rented it for the Genesis, and I'm like, oh, who's this tank guy? That's really cool. And I had gotten the toy, one of the KV, 2 for $5 deals or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a dude with tank legs. This is great. What more can I want? And I think the Reavers were dead by that point in comics. So I was just like, all right, Tank Man who blows shit up. Cool. And yes, Crimson Geek, that Mondo Wolverine box is a thing of beauty.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That Mondo Wolverine where he's laying in bed.
Are you gonna break down on that, Dave?
I thought I was going to, but I got the first animated series Batman one because I thought this gonna be so cool, and it was a new figure, but I was terrified I was gonna break it constantly, and I ended up selling it. It was one of those figures where I'm like, there's too much tension here. They didn't plan for this.
Yeah, especially at that scale. I haven't messed with any of their figures. They all look good, but
yeah,
it's not a scale I collect. For one, and then to hear that they're fragile. How's the other ones from that line? You've got the He-Man, right?
I had the He-Man and Skeletor. I actually sold them to my bud. I sold them to Harmon because he's a huge Motu guy, and when I was trying to kind of get all this to where it was movable, I was like, He-Man and Skeletor did not make the cut. They're really cool though. I would say the He-Man ones feel the most durable out of any of them though.
Okay.
I do want to post for in the team.
I got the Iron Giant Tiki mug. I cannot recommend that one enough. If you can find.
Oh, the Geeky Tikis are dope.
Well, this is the Mondo one. The Geeky Tikis are dope though. I love the Geeky Tikis.
I got MODOK.
Nice.
Because I love MODOK.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my eye on those. They're getting clearance now.
Slowly.
That gets cheap enough. I'm gonna have to get another one. I was gonna use my old Toy Biz Build-A-Figure and make Modown, but I might just do the new one.
Oh, I was talking about the Tiki mug.
Well, yeah, but I was just talking about MODOK in general.
I think this is going to be the hybrid. I notched him out.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that's coming along.
Yeah, that looks more in line.
There you go.
Robo suspenders.
Pretty much. I mean, they're going to be painted. It's all going to be gunmetal. So
No, Dave. Well, suspenders.
just Robo suspenders. Yeah,
Actually, the way they're cut, make them Robo Lederhosen.
just you. Looks like Mecha Urkel. Shut up, Mitch. No. God damn it.
That'll teach Dave to have his own podcast. Razz the hell out of him.
This is a podcast?
Stream, Twitch, whatever. It's internet.
Okay, you guys want to see something funny that cracks me up? That it has made every iteration of my fodder bin since like middle school. Sunfire's shield from the Sunfire 2 figure. I have wanted to use this for something, and I think I might have just figured it out.
I used that. I filled in the seams and used it as along with some like a jetpack from a random. Oh yeah, from a random. But I used it to create a backpack for my Toy Biz Beetle back in the day.
Oh yeah,
because I was so pissed it didn't have wings. I'm like, it's the Beetle. He has wings. It's this whole thing.
I wonder if that... Oh man, I can't believe I'm gonna break this like 20-year-old piece of plastic to see if it works as a ab piece. Dave, do you have any idea where Super 7 is taking the TMNT line now that next figures have been announced? I think they're just gonna keep on keeping on. We're gonna see some weird variations of the Turtles. We'll keep getting kind of those core ancillary characters. Like, I don't know. There's so much that they could do, and I'm very excited just in general.
They'll pull out the weirdos. I mean, when you see that line, it's like,
give me Monkey Moose, damn it, you coward!
Like you could see them. I could see them doing like Hothead or freaking.
Hothead would be dope.
What was the camel? Sandstorm.
Sandstorm. You could do Half Court, which was the giraffe with
the all of those things seem completely plausible. And within the next year, frankly.
Holy shit! This was a 2-part piece?
Yeah.
I had no idea. No. Well, now it's 1 part.
Yep. You lost the handle for that classic Sunfire design.
The other one is, for some odd reason, an AOA Magneto helmet.
Nice.
That fits no figure because his head was tiny. I too think Slash will be fine.
Yeah, NECA did the video game Slash all pixely and shit. Like, I was tempted to get him except for that paint job.
I think it's great.
I can actually grab him.
Of course.
There we go.
Pizza face, yes, the insane pizza chef.
I got him when he was on clearance, and I just painted over it.
Oh, there you go.
I did leave it on his back because I thought it looked like a cool texture.
Okay.
But because I hate the cartoon version of Slash. The where's my pinky?
I like the original figure. Like, that was one of my favorite Turtles growing up. And because Super 7 is doing like the updated versions of the figures.
Oh hell yeah! Oh damn it! Did you freeze, Steve?
Super 7.
Yeah, he did.
They already made him.
Oh, there we go. They haven't remade him yet.
Okay.
And I just sent you picture, Dave, since we were talking about Toy Biz Sunfire. Not many people remember that he got re-released as Namor.
As Namor.
And that is an outfit.
Hold on.
It
is.
Yo!
Real low cut.
Look how low that goes.
Yes! Fashion! It's a moment.
And look at that though. Like look at the deco that they did for it.
The paint mask on that, yeah.
Like good lord.
Namor was way ahead of Nicki Minaj.
Right? Oh man. Oh shit. Okay, Pizza Face would be pretty dope. I will say, I got the Mutagen Man from Super 7, and holy butts, man, that figure
is so good.
I am waiting on the Entertainment Earth glow in the dark edition.
Yeah, dude, that one.
I pre-ordered that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I dude, because that got released, and then the color change Toxie got released, and I'm like, damn it, I have to pick one because I can't.
I was naughty. I got both.
Ooh.
I know.
All right, so from Neb in the chat, Dream Super 7 Ultimates line.
Oh,
I think
shit.
this has come up before, but for me, right off the top of my head, they're doing G.I. Joe, and I cool that they're doing it. It's not for me. Everybody enjoy. Unless they get into like the weird cartoon only characters, then maybe I'll bite. But off the top of my head, Cops.
Shit.
They were to do Super 7 Ultimates Cops. I would be all about that. So that's me. Or Skeleton Warriors.
Skeleton Warriors would be dope.
Yes. Oh, that.
Or Monster Force.
Monster Force would be sick. I actually have the creature on my wall.
That line was so great, and did nothing.
Pretty much.
Oh, the Pirates of Black Water? What was that?
Dark Water.
Dark Water, yeah.
Dark Water.
Yeah,
that would be tight. Really, it's not like a wave, but I just really, really wish they'd make Boneface from Toxic Avengers.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Like make him with the bike and everything. Like I would pay money for that. I'd pay $200 whatever for that. Like,
I was surprised you didn't say Swamp Thing and get Drew the Do Guy. That is a piece of our personal history. And isn't his like real name like Swamp Gas or something like that?
Yeah. Weed Killer? No, it's Weed Killer, I think. That's why he's got the gas mask on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I don't even remember where the name came from, but for some odd reason at Steve's place it was always Drew the Do Guy.
Well, I had that garbage truck toy. There was like a dollar store like garbage truck, but it like was either it was decorated out with Mountain Dew stickers or I like taped a Mountain Dew thing on the side. But
and
yeah,
yes, it is Weed Killer.
Yep.
It's Weed Killer. Mutant League would also be sick.
Dude, okay, this is going to be weird because Super 7 doesn't really do the action features, but because I had such a sick love of them and just constantly was ogling Steve's collection of them, Crash Test Dummies. Like, give me Bull, give me Slick, give me Spin, give me the stupid tractor vehicle. Like,
and all the Trash Masters.
Right?
What was the bad guy?
I don't remember what they're called, but the main one was called Junkbot.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe they were all Junkbots, but
I gotta look because
hold on.
I was when NECA started doing like the Kenner Terminator 2 figures, I was like, oh man, if they do freaking Chromium or whatever the hell, like the weird villains they came up with. It's like, man, but they never did.
Okay, so you had Slick Spin, Daryl, Spare Tire, Skid the Kid, Hubcat and Bumper. Where is it? Ted,
Hubcat,
Chip, Dent, and then the Junkbot characters were Junkman, Pistonhead, Jackhammer, Sideswipe, and then a purple and gold Junkman with video. Which, by the way, that special that we used to watch all the time, Steve, is on YouTube.
I know. You told me about that like a couple years ago, and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh my god! Like this was cutting edge at one point."
This was everything.
And it was everything, yeah.
But I mean, because it's that thing of like, the Super 7's cool, but like one of the lines that I would have had them do, NECA's doing it. Like, I'm stoked for Gargoyles. If you know what, no, fuck it. No, Super 7, fuck the crash test dummies. This is what I want from you. I want a redux of the Playmates Wildcats line. Give me the Carabin battle suits. Give me the bullet bike. You know, I'll take it all. Like, there we go.
They also do Savage Dragon.
Ooh,
and those weird Jim Lee turtles.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But give us all 4 this time.
Yes.
That's where I hope Super 7 gets to. Give us all 4.
The ultimate slide. I just sent you another link, Dave. I think I didn't.
Oh, I have so many windows open. What? Oh, I forgot that I plugged Cheyenne's Instagram earlier. I had that pulled up. I'm like, why do I have Cheyenne's Instagram pulled up?
And Multigus, or however you pronounce your name there, I would be all about Botsmaster. I love me some fucking Botsmaster.
I've seen the Deathman figure a few times, and it's real neat.
Who does that?
That's Damn Toys.
Damn Toys.
Oh.
I mean, I think it's basically their like SH Figure Arts Bodycoon, just in crash test dummy colors. But
okay,
sexy pose. Doing the robot. Oh man, crash test man's got cakes. Yeah. Give it to me now.
Right.
But yes, oh man, seriously, we all need Dino Riders. Get on board with me.
Dino Riders passed me by. I was too young for Dino Riders. They're cool toys. Don't get me wrong, but
that would be like a Kickstarter way for sure. Like, because you would just want the guys, you want the dinos,
the dinosaurs. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, like they'd have to be enormous, and it'd be amazing.
It's the same thing as like Mask. Like, you have to do it so the guys are a little bit smaller, otherwise there's no way you'd be able to do the vehicles.
Ooh, Street Sharks.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a Super 7 wave.
This is the thing with Dino Riders for me. I look at the stuff that Mattel's putting out for the Amber collection, and I'm like, all right, you guys.
You've got tooling.
You got tooling. Just throw the shit together, and this could be your budget line. Like, give us Dino Riders. Come on.
All right, now that we're talking about Street Sharks,
Pee Wee Herman figure.
I was very excited to see that they revealed Pudgy Pig for the Lightning Collection. That thing is freaking amazing.
Oh yes.
But my friend Billy sent me, if I can find the picture here, a very Street Sharksy thing, which is also wrestling related.
Always good.
There it is. Yeah, somebody put the logo on it. Save.
Oh shit! Wait, what? Oh, never mind. They were.
Here you go, Dave.
Oh god, there's so much reverb. Oh, hold up. You monster. He's lean, he's mean. He's the leader of Team Taz.
That was Taz's first promo picture.
Oh my god. That mustache.
The mustache is the thing that gets you. It's not the rest.
He totally does look like a pre-transformation Street Shark, though.
Oh, he totally does.
Did you not see the picture at the beginning of the thing? Like, the way Taz dressed then is the way I dress now. I just have better facial hair.
It's very true.
Like, you're lucky I decided to wear a t-shirt with sleeves. Right, okay? I just am aware of the visual medium, and like all the stupid tattoos on my arms would be too visually distracting.
You just gotta shave this down. Shave this down to that pencil mustache, bro.
Yep. Get yourself some studded bracelets and
I've got those. Like,
He does. I've seen them.
yeah. I'm probably gonna shave this after September. Cheyenne and her friends are bugging me into dressing up as Red Guardian from Black Widow. Like, apparently they're gonna get me the suit and everything, so I'm just like letting the hair grow and letting the beard grow, and then after Dragon Con, then I'll just shave it off.
I enjoyed the crap out of that movie. Like, David Harbour, who was the fucking man.
Yeah, he was definitely a high spot for that for me. And yes, Crimson Geek, you are absolutely. I so hope Hasbro does that with their D&D line. I don't think they will.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, if they were to do the animation and the old LJN figures in like modern Legend / Black Series format, that would be what would get me to buy figures.
I just realized it's 9:57. We got 3 minutes left. So I want to put it to you guys. I'm going to start with our very special guest, the Steve Konicki, aka Dr. Frankendenim. Steve, where can people find you? What you got going on? Tell the people what they want, bro.
I'm just trying to live my life, man. You know, don't perceive me. Don't show them my Instagram. I don't.
It's too late.
I barely post anything there. You know, I'm just here to have a good time and reminisce and shoot the shit with you, Dave. I'm not like doing anything else except living.
Fair enough. And Matt, where can they find you?
HypnoHustlers_customs. I've got to take a picture of some stuff, get some stuff up. HypnoHustling at HypnoHustling on Twitter, and then Enhancement Talent clothing and gear in some variation or another, wherever you get your social medias.
Right on. And as always, I am Diamond Dave, Dave Wonder, Dave Wheeler, whatever the hell you want to call me. You can find me right here on Heel Turn Radio every Tuesday. You can find me over on the Dave Wonder channels, twitch.tv/Dave Wonder, youtube.com/Dave Wonder. Now at 500 subs. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm on there Monday. Tomorrow I'll be on there on Wednesday with Robo and Cincy. We'll be gripping and ripping cardboard all night long, ripping into some fun shit. For all my wrestling fans out there, I'll be ripping into this 1,000 Chase Cody Rhodes figures tomorrow, as well as that sweet Black Widow 2-pack of Red Guardian and Melena. Very stoked to check that out. Yes, the COJ is rising up. My God. You can find me at all these places because Mitch is the man and a goddamn robot. So thank you for that, Mitch Falcon. You rule. So yes, or as Mitch likes to call tomorrow's show, Astroblast and Hump Day. So on that lovely but weird note, thank you so much for tuning in to Tiny Meng Tuesday here on Heel Turn Radio's various channels. Give them a like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We'll be back next Tuesday for all that fun stuff with King Ginger. Steve, thank you so much for coming on, bro. It's always a pleasure. We'll talk a little bit more off stream, I'm sure. Matt, thank you as always. Did you just make a? What did you draw? Okay, sorry. I thought it was a penis. So I was like, come on, man, don't do that shit on here.
I can draw that for you if you would like, but it is not.
No, it's okay. No veins, please. But no, thank you very much. As Mitch likes to say, farewell and sleep well, organics. So on that lovely note, good night, everybody.
Bye.
And surprise, we do an after credit thing because mainly we just like to. Oh, you son of a bitch! Thank you, Matt. Oh my God, you went for Wookiee. Thank you, Super Spike, Mitch, Neb, Multagus, Dork Chop, if you're still in here, Crimson Geek, Panther 10, everybody, just fucking everybody. Thank you so much. It's really appreciated. Like I said, like, follow, subscribe to everybody because everybody's awesome that is here right now, as well as Heel Turn Radio. Their socials are down there. This is hard to do in reverse. But again, thank you, everybody. Much love from Minnesota. Good night.